Welcome to the Cognac Room. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Cognac Room. I am your host, Jay Christian, here with a couple of my lovely co-hosts. Introduce yourselves.
Hello, everyone. I'm your girl, Lyric.
Hey, everybody. It's Petra back again.
Oh, yeah. And this song that's playing is Home Tonight. It's got my man Space Boy on there. He's the producer, actually. It's a guy named 4J and another young brother.
Music alert.
Huh?
I said a new music alert.
Yeah, this is hot. They're streaming it on, you can find it on wherever you like to listen to your music, stream your music. Yeah. I might come through for the night. I in for the gang, even though some shit ain't right. Gotta keep the click tight, keep that clip up on my site.
My birthday call me Dino, bitches love a nigga. Try to hug a nigga. Go Joe with niggas, but I ain't your local nigga. I'm rather chasing figures, smoking niggas, literally smoking nigga. On my nigga get a drinking out the bottle, trying to toast to myself. I talk to God, that's when I pray. Can't let them take me, shoot them straight in his face. Might lead a scene in the race. I don't kiss, I'm paying her face. I sip on drink, I smoke on
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. I love it. Love these new artists and their music. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
They just need a shot.
Yeah. And it's good music. It's quality music. So some of it's better than the shit that's out there right now.
Yeah.
Because that's garbage.
Yeah.
in
Some of
these
that ain't
streets.
hard to do.
Right. Yeah, true. So, I have an interesting topic for today.
I'm a little bit afraid. Right.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
As you should be.
Oh.
No. It's really not anything crazy this time.
At least you know. You said this time.
This time. Yeah. This was actually a topic that I've wanted to discuss for a while, but we either didn't have the right people, didn't have enough people. I would have preferred that there had been another guy here to do it with us, but
Because you scared.
You said
scared.
throw the caution to the wind. It's okay.
It's all right.
yeah,
We ain't gonna hurt you too bad, bro.
Well, I hope not. I hope
We
not.
might let you live.
Yeah, please let a brother live. Let me live. But no, so this was a while ago. Before probably like 2015, 16ish, 2016 maybe.
Okay.
2015. Okay. Towards the end of 2015, I think I was I don't know if I think it was after I think it was after that old fake ass marriage. That 20-minute marriage.
You and your best cookies.
Yeah. So I met a young lady. We started dating. Nothing exclusive. Because there was, and I think I mentioned this, there was like such a big age gap that it was just kind of awkward. It wasn't, I mean, people do it every day. It's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? So we dated and I took her to a lot of places. I introduced her to a lot of things, took her on some trips, took her to some nice establishments. And then I noticed that she had gotten with some dude after me, it was an overlap. You know what I'm saying? But it was, technically she didn't do anything wrong. We weren't exclusive. So it was what it was. But I noticed when she got with this new guy, she's taking him on the goddamn...
On the circuit.
On the circuit. She's duplicating trips.
She liked what you introduced her to.
I took her to Tennessee. We rented a cabin. She did the exact same trip with this nigga. Then I had taken her somewhere else. We did something. I look up one night, they over there. I'm like, yo, can you be original in your shit? Like,
She was original with him.
Yeah.
nah.
She was original with him.
He
Nah.
feel like it's a classic.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
wow, she done
Yeah.
took me here, took me there. I
Yeah.
never even knew this place existed.
Yeah.
She didn't either.
She didn't either. If I'm your daddy, just say that. Nigga.
Who's your daddy?
No.
Nah, but all jokes aside, like, I felt the way about that shit though.
Why?
And I was told that I shouldn't have felt the way.
You shouldn't.
So here's the thing. Women say it all the time. Don't be taking your little bitches over there. Da, 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 da.
I don't give a fuck.
Or when
I kind of give a fuck.
I don't.
I kind of give a fuck. Don't run and in my circle. Don't.
That's
First
what I'm
of all,
saying. Like,
because if it's my spot and I took you there, then there are odds that you might come there while I'm there.
You might
Whatever.
see me there with another motherfucker.
Well, yeah,
so
more
yeah,
than
yeah,
likely,
that too.
More than likely.
That too.
But it's just like don't be like don't be shining off my shit.
I think it's
Yeah,
different. Like,
like,
if
come
it's
on, man.
if it's so, like, if it's my spot, like if it's my poetry spot, if it's a venue that I frequent,
Mhm.
that's different. But if you're talking about,
Don't be
just
duping my vacations
replicating,
either. Shit.
moments.
Get original. Get your own shit.
Get your own shit.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But this is what it. This is what it makes me think.
No, but you know why Lyric don't give a fuck? Because Lyric the one to go into the picture. Go, we had a ball there.
Yeah.
and stuff like. She
Yeah.
don't want to
Oh,
blow
yeah.
up the spot.
Yeah.
She gonna be petty
She,
patty.
yeah, she
Yeah.
paid
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And that's
yeah.
why she
Oh,
don't
yeah.
care, because she gonna say something. Like, I feel like me and
Oh,
you
I
on one
remember
accord.
when we went there.
Yeah,
We had a good time.
I took you there. You had
Yeah.
never even been there before.
Yeah.
You taking this nigga? Oh,
That's how. That's what she doing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why.
I mean, you learn something, I guess, from
I'll
the
put you up
experience.
on game.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
because there are some things that I know that I have exposed men to that they hadn't been before, weren't accustomed to.
Mhm.
So because I'm a little rough around the edges in terms of my delivery,
Mhm.
but I'm a pretty polished young lady, so I
Got
can
some etiquette with you, some style and grace.
I frequent some places that will be like, she was in there.
Yeah.
So I don't really have an issue, because first of all, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna just
Here
deal
go
with my
fuckery.
current
Here go
go
the
to fuckery.
shit and shenanigans.
So the individual, this one particular person, it ain't a bitch he gonna attract that he gonna be able to take anywhere that I've taken him to.
Sips.
I need you to expound on that.
Sips. Because that was so much shade. I feel like I got hit with
They don't
the
measure up.
Oh, they just can't. They'll be out of place.
Like, even when he wants to do something, I'm his go-to,
Right. Yeah.
because you can't take everybody everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't. He can't take.
Stop.
You can't polish your turd.
It's still a motherfucking turn.
And it smell.
So sometimes you expose people to a new way of life, elements and things that they would not normally just
And they
on
stay
their
there.
day to day.
They might stay there. They
And
might
they-
have just needed somebody to show them
to
the way a
show them
little
something
bit.
different. And
Yeah.
so, even though for whatever reason, it was an age thing with you and a girl,
Yeah.
it may have been something else with me and a guy where we just didn't work out. But now, who works for him? She ain't never been nowhere either. So now he look like
the
now
man.
he the man.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Yeah.
I don't really take it.
And
I don't take
if
it.
your person was younger than you and she got with a person that was around her age
Right.
range or younger than her, you
Yeah,
know,
I think
she
he's
look.
a little bit older than her.
Oh,
but,
okay.
but closer to her age. I
Yeah,
guess.
so it might. She might have been.
And that's cool. But this is what I'm saying. Like, and this is what
You felt the way.
because I've had people tell me, man, you shouldn't. It should be cool. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have been a big deal. But for me, it's just kind of like, why are you trying to recreate moments that we had? Because those moments were our moments.
And the moment that they had was their moment.
Yeah, but don't have it.
In
Like
the same
what you?
spot.
Nah, it ain't even that. Because now I'm wondering. I'm like, okay, are you trying to recreate
I
something?
need you to pick up your feelings.
No, I'm not in my feelings though.
I need you to pick up your feelings, because it
Wow.
don't. First of all, if y'all weren't in a relationship,
No, we were not.
it wasn't y'all had just that, some motherfucking memories. There's a difference between memories and moments. God
and
damn
moments.
it! Because if I'm trying to create a moment with you, this is something that
It should be
it's special.
special.
I want to remember it always.
It should be
I got
unique.
memories with a lot of motherfuckers. They ain't always
But
good
that's what I'm
either.
saying. Recreating these moments. When you duplicate the exact vacation that I took you on, like,
Did
come
she
on.
stay in the same
So-
damn cabin?
Hell, probably. I don't know.
She was like, I know this one good. You know that one good.
but so here's the whole thing. My thing is like, are you really happy over there, ma? Are you reminiscing about a nigga, ma?
No,
are you,
she doesn't
are
have
you
no-
or are you basically saying like, this is the shit I wish I would have done with this motherfucker, right?
Well,
No,
you
what
get
she's
it.
Or
basically
is it just-
saying is, this is something
appreciate
I
the stuff that
did.
he showed
This is
me
something
and
that
taught.
was
It was
that was
fun,
open,
and I want to
Yeah.
share
my
it with
eyes
you.
were opened
Yeah.
up to,
Yeah.
and
A whole
this
new
is
world.
something that I enjoyed. I had a good time, and I want to do it again.
But I don't do okay. So
and then it also may have been different because y'all weren't in a relationship, right?
Right.
So because y'all weren't in a relationship, y'all was doing stuff, y'all was having fun. But it probably means something totally different when she does that exact same thing with your person.
Yeah, that's her husband.
Oh yeah, it means something. It means something.
That's her husband now. They have a child.
She was laying groundwork.
But what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
We're gonna let you. We're gonna let you finish.
Get out your motherfucking feelings.
But we're gonna let you finish.
But then it goes the other way too. You know, because women are quick to say that. Like I said, hey, don't be bringing your other little bitches over here to the spot. Or you know, I've had motherfuckers. I know one woman was like, hey, you got to get a new bed, bruh. Fuck you mean?
That's crazy.
I'm dead.
No. That's crazy. Let me tell you why that's crazy. Hold up.
You did that shit too?
I am get a new bed. I did not feel comfortable leaving. I'm even not even just get a new bed. I get new undergarments. Like I'm not gonna wear the same undergarments with two people.
Bitch, you know how many bras and panties I have to have.
I'm one of those people.
New wardrobe every 6 months.
What?
Yeah. If I wore something with this guy, I'm not gonna wear it with this guy.
Okay. That ain't my story.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
First of all, listen, I'm top heavy. Bras cost too motherfucking much. Listen, this gonna be repeated.
Look, I can put on a wife beater and go. So.
Yeah, see, I can't.
Yeah. But I don't. I have, bras and sets or whatever, but I wouldn't wear the same thing with one person.
Wow.
That I
like seriously. But what throws me about that particular thing is like we've been fucked in the bed a few times, but now because it's getting serious and we're probably about to cohabitate, you got to get a new bed.
Yeah, that don't. I guess.
Yeah. I have a friend that she got new bed.
I must think like a nigga.
Yeah, you do. And I do too to an extent. But I've also...
Because I think about the fact we go fucking hotels. You know how much fucking went on in a hotel?
But it's not that. It's because
I know people been there with you.
And they've been there with you.
You've done these things with other people.
With other people. Yeah,
I have had...
in this bed.
I needed a bed at a particular point in time, and I got a bed from my person that he already had. And I was just like, it's so many bodies on this damn mattress that I don't even know, but like it was free. I knew them or whatever, but I felt the way about all the bodies on the mattress. Like that I knew that mattress had so many stories. I felt the way. I
don't think I could have done that.
Being a single dude, yeah, my mattress would have been.
Yeah, I don't think I could have done that.
Yeah.
Well, I have given. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
I have given. Okay, so yeah, when I upgraded, so when I moved, my stuff was in storage, and the person I was dealing with got an apartment, and I gave.
He took all the bodies.
But see, maybe he didn't look at it
to him.
Maybe he didn't add it to him, but maybe he didn't look at it like that. You know what I mean?
Because I don't think guys think about stuff like that, and for me, maybe I just have not had enough
what?
Serious adult
because we lies you tell.
Maybe I have not had enough serious relationships because in all honesty, when I think about it in my adult life, when I say a serious relationship, I've only had 3.
Okay.
So when you move from one relationship to the next, are you cool with like that person just coming in and laying in your bed after your other person?
But see, that's just it. I don't. Okay, so yeah, I don't know because I don't have. It's not like that. Like I'm funny about who comes in my space.
Of course,
like
as you should be.
I might deal with somebody, but I'm gonna deal with them out there.
Yeah,
you know. So luckily, my bed has not met as many dicks as I have, but because I don't bring them into my space.
Right.
So I think that's probably why I don't really. In my mindset about bodies and beds and things of that nature.
Maybe that's why.
Because for the longest time, even with my person, it was a long time before he came to my house initially. And when he came to my house, and that was the only person. And then we had a break for a year. That whole year, I didn't deal with anybody. Right. And when I started again, I started back with him. So fortunately, you know, I've been able to keep my mattress in good stand, and it's still nice and firm. It ain't even broke in good, you know.
Yeah, so I'm one of those people. Like if I'm gonna get new pillows, I'm gonna get new comforters.
Now I'm gonna get new comforters and stuff like that because I like to change my room up, but I ain't gonna do it just because it's a new nigga here. You ain't never seen this. You ain't seen this comforter before.
I've seen other people lay on that naked and comfort and cuddle and
you
whatever.
know, if she forgot to wash one of the pillows, a nigga might wake up with pink eye or something because some nigga had his ass on the goddamn pillow.
But it's just, I don't know. I've always been like
First
that.
of all, I take all my pillows off the bed except the two we sleeping on. I got a lot of pillows on my bed, so I take them all off except the two.
I'm a pillow person too, but sometimes them bitches get thrown in the heat of the moment. And
this is true. And then, you know, might fuck around and end up on the floor. He done sat on the damn pillow. You ride him, and now I'm the new nigga. I got pink eye.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
I know.
The whole time you in there trying to help me. Let me get that out your eye. You like, oh my God.
Y'all live some interesting lives.
Never. I'm just saying. I really find that funny that you have never thought about like the spots and the,
well, let me tell you, because I have some issues with. I've had issues with an individual because I have just found evidence of, you know, nigga, did you have somebody? Did you even change the sheets before I got here?
See,
all that kind of stuff. See, to me, that's just a trifling act. That's just trifling.
That's just trifling and disrespectful.
And disrespectful as hell.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes I be wondering, like, damn,
should I bring my own sheets?
Let's go over my house. You know, just because, you know, so
but I don't know. In all fairness, I'm not gonna lie, like initially I felt the way, and when I think about it overall, it's like I wouldn't want to take a woman to all of the exact places that I took a previous woman and relive some of the experiences, because I want to create unique and interesting and original memories and moments with you.
What if when you went?
Because there's no way that I'm out here at the same fucking resort, skiing and on the same slopes, eating in the same restaurants, fucking in the same hot tub, all of this stuff, and my mind hadn't crossed that motherfucker that I was there with the first time.
If the first time you went with that person, the place was nice, everything was right, but that person wasn't right. Like you were like, God, this would be so much more fun with so-and-so, or this would be that, or whatever. So it's like, you know what? I want to go back there and.
So what you saying? I wasn't right? It wasn't.
Possibly, but I'm just saying, what are you?
Or it may not have been the connection that she was looking for. Because you have to understand, even though you're saying you guys weren't in a committed relationship, she was younger. Obviously, she was looking for something more. Or
we actually had a hell of a connection, though. I'm not gonna lie.
But
we had
again,
a hell of a connection.
Y'all may have had a hell of a connection, but again, because you can have a connection with a motherfucker if they don't want the same thing you want.
Yeah, and that was the
makes
thing.
Things different.
There was a gap, and not just an age gap, but there was I guess for me, it was kind of like I had a wall up in a sense, because in my mind I'm like, yeah, this shit ain't going nowhere. It can't. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't stop us from having the connection that we had. Like, we had a hell of a connection.
From having fun.
No, we had a great time. But the entire time, I'm like, yeah, this shit got an expiration date.
Because of her age.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you know, I fought myself a lot about that shit, man. And you know what I'm saying?
Like a dirty old man.
Yeah. She was legal and everything, you know. She was an adult. She had her own career and shit. But it was just... You know, and I know a lot of guys have dated younger women. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I've mostly dated women at my age, maybe a year or two younger or older than me. So to go over 5 years under my age is like weird as fuck. Yeah.
Understandable. But I feel like maybe she I'm not saying that she didn't have a good time with you, but maybe when she went with a different mindset of like you said, their connection was deeper. So she was like, this gonna be hella fun. Like if I had fun with dude and we ain't really
or maybe she was
that
just
much
young
going
and
on.
she didn't think this much about it as we're thinking about it.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
flip-flop about to drive me crazy.
I want to go. I want to go there. We did this, and that's probably what it was. But my whole thing is, like, you know, and I know a lot of guys would have felt the way too. I know a lot of guys that don't be fucking.
And y'all know what? It's funny because I'm
shit.
just sitting here thinking, I'm probably a repeat performer.
You take niggas to places that niggas took you.
Yeah, I'll cook the nigga the same meal I cooked another nigga.
You take all your niggas to the same spot.
You like the last nigga love this meal. I'm gonna do this shit again.
A lot of dudes, and I mean, I may have been guilty of that. Like I have one spot that I take all the girls to. Yeah.
Yeah. Even yeah. Yeah. With this, when I think about my patterns, yeah.
What creatures of
But
habit?
I also have to say that I did have an individual say to me, you know, he'd invited me on a trip. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. Y'all, we got a fruit fly in here, please. I promise we're not crazy.
Like,
and he'd invited me on a trip. And because of some reasons, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know, why don't you take so-and-so, you know, this other person? And he was like, no. He was like, no.
But no,
was like,
right? You see my face all screened up like, bitch, what?
Well, so he has this friend, right? They're cool, right?
Mm-hmm. Is this friend of the opposite sex?
She is of the opposite sex.
Oh, and
I think they've had sex before.
Look, I initiated somebody going to hang out with another person to fill their time one time before they got married. I ain't never doing that shit again.
Well, you see, here's for me, I just personally feel like shit, what's going to be is going to be. So when I suggested to him, I said, why don't you take her? One, I felt like this is something that she probably would never experience.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise.
Yeah.
So he was like, no. And I was like, well, why? He was like, you know, we cool and everything. He was like, but I don't want to create those kind of memories with her. This is my first trip to this place, and you know, I want it to be with you. And I was like, oh, okay. So I ain't go. He went by himself.
Your dick was swinging. You are such a man. I applaud it. Like I get it.
First of all,
you got to think, like in real life, I don't know why you are shocked that you have male tendencies, because like it's one of the things that connected us. Like the group of friends that we all came together is because we kind of think like the guys a little bit or whatever. So you were kind of like it ain't even that big a deal. Just do it. Like, just go if you want
to. Know, it was going to be his birthday. I knew he had his heart set on going, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get off work. And the thing about it is, I know that this person is his friend, but I also know they probably don't think I know, but I know that they've had some physical exchanges.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, nigga, whether you fuck her in New Orleans or whether you fuck her down the street on Sugar Creek, it don't motherfucking matter.
You still fucking.
You still fucking her. You know, and for me, if I'm in a place in my head where I'm dealing with you and I'm dealing with the fuckery and I know what the fuckery is, we ain't got to hide the fuckery. You just know and understand when the fuckery show back up on your doorstep. Don't feel bad. Don't be mad. Don't put your feelings in your pocket, because that's what I had to do.
Retribution.
Yeah, you know. So
I feel.
So that's why I suggested, and because I know of her, I know of her. I don't want to say her lifestyle, but like she has, you know, she got a considerable number of children. She works hard.
So she probably won't ever
get a vacation or get to go somewhere.
But I think that goes back to what you said about certain people. You can't take certain places, and he probably felt like that particular person was not going to give him what he needed in that atmosphere.
Oh,
yeah, like they weren't going to fit.
Yeah,
it's like I mess with them.
That's the thing too.
You know, we cool, but we cool in the neighborhood. I can't take you to a art gallery, or you know what I'm saying, or something like that. And some people you can't take everywhere. Some people are multi-purpose. You can take them everywhere, and they go.
And, you know, and that's kind of how I feel like he look at me.
Well, yeah, and that's not a bad thing. That's
not a bad thing, but it's everything. A motherfucking. But it needs to be a wake up call. Because why is you constantly over here?
Because you multi-purpose.
Why are you constantly entertaining the less fortunate, the underprivileged?
Because it goes into something that we've discussed before. Some people need to feel needed, and if they can't feel needed with you, then hey.
But then
because I felt like it was more coming on.
It was.
Okay,
so here's the thing. And that's one, and we could actually tie it all in right here. But that's something that I wanted to tackle on the podcast as well. It's the fact that sometimes, we can be vibing with people, we can be feeling people, we can want to be with people, but we won't choose that person. We don't choose that person. And there's a plethora of different reasons for that.
I need you to tell me, because I feel very unmotherfucking chosen these days.
So sometimes I know that my number one reason for a situation when I was with somebody and I didn't choose them was because I didn't want to put them through the bullshit. I knew I wasn't ready to be the person that they really wanted me to be. And I knew that I was going to do all kind of foolishness and fuckery. So I was like, you know what? I respect you and love you enough not to put you through that shit. So I'm not going to commit to you. And then it's like, well, but you committed to this motherfucker. Yeah, and you see all the shit I was doing to that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's one reason sometimes. Seriously. No, listen.
I love the gays.
No, listen. So what happens is, there's an old saying that says when two pimps meet, they speak the truth to each other. You know what I'm saying? So there's sometimes certain people you will bond with in life, and there's no bullshit between the two of you. You know what I'm saying? And so you can be upfront and say, hey, I'm a motherfucking hoe. I can't seem to keep my dick out of other women. So
let me ask you this. When you said when two pimps meet,
right? Yeah. I was sitting there going like, I got to remember that.
Let me help you help me.
Okay.
If two pimps meet, we ain't got to hide nothing from each other. Why is it okay for me to accept your fuckery, but you can't handle mine?
Right?
Well,
because that's the male ego.
Yeah, but I mean,
you want to be able to tell me.
In the words of another big pimp motherfucker, life is meant to be lived. It ain't meant to be fair.
Because that is kind of what I feel like. I feel like, okay, this is who you are, bruh. Yeah. And I accept it because at the end of the day, when we are together, we have an amazing time.
Yeah.
Right.
We compliment each other well. We look good on each other's arm. We vibe together in any atmosphere. We're good. Yeah. Like our bedroom chemistry is good. We good. But when you're away from me, you're away from me.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you doing. I know you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
You get so bold. We get so bold. We talk about the people we meet on dating apps. Be like, did you see this motherfucker? Now I know I ain't a 10, but goddamn, what made him think?
Right.
This is the dialogue we have. Right.
That's dope.
And I'm cool with it.
That's dope.
But when him, like, for example, if he has something going on, I kind of know his routine because women, we watch,
right?
And so
and I know, and they don't really, and he doesn't understand
that. So I'm watching your pattern, so I already know when you got something lined up and you got something else going on, and I'm like, all right, we have some unspoken rules. Whatever you need to do it out there. Like,
absolutely,
not at his house because I have access to his house. I come to his house when I feel like it.
Yeah,
I ain't calling first.
No,
I ain't knocking on the door. That's our dynamic. So whatever you're gonna do, you need to do it in these streets, right?
Yeah.
So I always know when he has something planned because he move different. Do or say some far out shit. I'm going to hang out with Jay. Nigga, you ain't never hung out with Jay. You and Jay played the motherfucking game together. Y'all don't hang out together. So you on bullshit. But okay, I'm gonna let you go hang out with Jay. And while you go hang out with Jay, I'm gonna be over here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So for me, I can fall back because there's this part of me. And maybe I think too highly of myself, but there's this part of me that knows, nigga, I'm a dope ass chick, and because I know you, and I know your flaws, I know your strengths as well as your flaws, and your flaws.
They kind of outweigh your strength.
And motherfuckers ain't just checking for you. So when you get through, guess what? You ain't gonna find another motherfucker out like me of my caliber that's going to accept you right where you are. So you'll be back. Now, here's the thing you have to contend with. There's gonna be a moment when you come back.
I'm gonna be busy.
I ain't gonna be there because I'm entertaining.
There's a chance you have to take.
I'm entertaining and I'm taking applications. I'm interviewing.
Yeah.
I'm doing
because
interviews.
why should you wait forever while they go live the life that they want, but you're not living the life that you want?
So here's the thing with us. Like I said, sometimes it's just we like, look, what was it? What Dre and just be a man about it. What was he saying? He was saying something like, I want to do right, I want to do better, but I just can't seem to. I can't remember, but say it
again. Just be a man about it. Tony Braxton.
At the beginning of the video.
Okay, yeah.
And he's basically saying he wants to do it, but he's just not there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And a lot of times that happens with us. We're just not there yet. So my thing is this though. So there are lots of people who have reached out to me. Like I get so many inboxes and stuff. Like I just recently had a wonderful review from a listener. I mean, it was amazing. I was just, and but she was saying that she really appreciates the show and it gives her some insight and she knows that she's behind the curve when it comes to dating and she hasn't dated in years and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And so we did some talking and I think there'll be some coaching that's going to happen with that. But
boy, when the hoes start coaching. Okay, go ahead.
When the hoes start coaching.
I mean, hey.
You gonna say
we got to level the playing field.
Arsenal.
We got to level the playing field.
Wow. Okay.
We got to level the playing field.
Okay. Well, first of all, my playing field level like a motherfucker. Because I'm gonna tell you, I can give it to you. And all I ask is that you be able to take what you dish out. And what I find is that my person cannot.
Girl, it's not your person. It's men. Men cannot take what they dish out.
They can't take what they dish out.
To a degree.
Because you show up, you don't want to leave.
100 degrees.
I had a date last night.
Did you
well,
go?
Damn.
No, because the nigga showed up and didn't leave. And showed up with his kid.
He doesn't watch or listen to the podcast.
Well, no, because you keep saying we're not in a relationship.
Right.
So if we're not in a relationship,
you free to roam about the country.
And that's what. But when they say they're not in a relationship, the with you is silent. Because they're not in a relationship with you, but they can go do whatever they want to do. But they feel like you need to stay put because I'm coming back here.
My point is this.
Okay, let's get to your point.
My point is this. That through talking to the young lady, she was explaining the thing about the dating curve and all of that. And so I came to the realization that a lot of times there will be, and I've talked to so many people, but a lot of times there will be women and men alike who will tell me like, I thought we had something special. This person didn't choose me. But right after we were done, they were over here and
shit, it usually overlaps, but yeah.
Yeah. But they were over here and they settled over here and they settled with the next person after me when they told me they were staunchly or strictly told me they weren't ready. Mm-hmm. Now,
let's let them finish.
I'm going to let you finish because I got something
inside as well.
Yeah.
Go.
So there are a lot of reasons for this.
Okay.
One of the main reasons is because they may potentially not like, they vibe with you. They vibe with your sex. They think you look good. Y'all have fun together, but they don't like the way you live your life. I'll give you an example. Do I want to use myself? I'll use myself. I met a young lady. Who, this was when I was at my whole weight too. So when I was at my whole weight,
think only women say.
Yeah, when I was at my whole weight, listen, I couldn't beat him off with a stick.
Whole weight.
There's whole weight.
When he had an ab.
When I had that 6-pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm down to one now, but
one large ab.
But no, so
shit, every weight, whole weight for me.
Every weight is whole weight. It's always
you get what you get. Listen.
But now, so at my whole weight, the little narrow face and shit, my grades hadn't really popped out yet. You know what I'm saying? So
kept dying.
Yeah, I did. But nah, so met a young lady, man. We got to kicking it and shit. Eventually, we went to the bedroom. Bedroom was decent because I I remember her like sitting up in the bed with her finger in her mouth like this. And then like
exactly
I went and did whatever I needed to do, came back, she was like, can we do it again? So I was like, okay, she enjoys it. Boom. Everything was cool. But there were certain things about my life that she didn't like. I hung out till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I drank. I drove home drunk every goddamn night. You know what I'm saying? I got locked out of the fucking house. I lost some. Bitches stole my keys at Waffle House.
The shit.
I got into it with some chicks at Waffle House. Me and my boys went out to the club. It's a whole
other story.
No, just real quick. We went out to the club. After the club, we went to Waffle House. We were sitting next to these females, Hispanic young ladies. I speak Spanish, kicking it, everything's good. And then I said something offensive. So the motherfucker got mad.
Go figure.
Right.
Motherfucker got mad and they started talking shit. Talking about, my brother's on his way up here to get us and da-da-da. I say, fuck you and your brother. I'll beat us. Okay, so brother comes, whatever. He ain't want no smoke. So the girls leave. I'm like, let's go. I go to my car. I don't have my keys. These bitches done took my motherfucking keys.
They said, we gonna fix you without touching
So anyway, so I had to call her. Hey, I'm fucked up out here, man. I can't get in my house. So when I think somehow I made it home. Somehow I made it home. Yeah, I wrote one of the other guys maybe. I don't know. But somehow I made it home, got home, and when she pulls up to come and get me from the house to try to take me to get another key or something, I don't remember how it went. I was intoxicated.
Okay.
But I was laying in the driveway. I'm talking about clean as a motherfucker.
Just had to lay it down.
Napping in my motherfucking driveway.
Yep, I would have broke up with you for that.
But I was young. I was super fucking young.
You know what? I would have broken up with you for that because for me, I broke up with a dude because he came to my house after the club drunk and threw up on my rug, bitch. And I don't like drunk sex. I don't like none of that. And I was like, you too young.
Drunk sex is the shit.
I don't like drunk sex. I don't. When you so fucking
drunk,
if y'all didn't see me because I didn't give it to you.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, when I can't. No.
You don't like drunk. Maybe you ain't had the right drunk sex.
Yeah.
Probably not because I don't like drunks. Like dudes that get
gotta
to,
be a
but I wasn't like lush drunk.
No,
I was.
Nigga,
but that night I was.
Hold up, you laid out in the motherfucking driveway.
So in
that
fairness,
would have been an indication.
I had a brick like wall with the gates and stuff, so I was good.
She said, "Choose me." She don't give a goddamn. It was outside.
Motherfucker, you was outside.
Yeah, I was in my driveway. Gates were open too. I was just like, oh shit. I laid back like this, looking up in the sky for a little bit, watching the stars and shit. Watching the stars.
And then watching your motherfucking back of your eyelids.
And then so she pulls up and she blows the horn and I look up and I get up and she's like, so you just laying in the driveway sleep?
And that would have been me.
And like, and that's so out of character for me though. You know what I'm saying?
I would have rolled. Like, I don't think I would have been mad. I would have rolled. I would have been dying and they would have you would have never heard the end of that story.
But here's the thing. Everything, all of the chess pieces were, all the chess pieces were right. But my rook was out here and I wasn't protecting the goddamn king or the queen. So she was like, yeah, nah. I like you.
But you
I love having sex with you.
But this right here is going to be a problem for
But
me.
I don't like this part.
I don't want all of this.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I know a young lady. You
was giving her a child, basically. You were coming and you were being another responsibility instead of
not really. But maybe in her mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in her mind.
But so and then I have a buddy of mine. Actually, I'll tell that story later. But I have a homegirl who was dating a guy, and she was like, I like him, but he don't have a car. So this was an issue for her. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, it's a fucking car. Like, he can get a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just moved to the city or whatever. He might have, you don't know his story, whatever. So, but she got tired of like, I got to take him to work. I got to pick him up. I got to take him to work. I got to pick him up. Every time we go somewhere, we got to make stops. I'm like trying to get from point A to point B. I got to make unnecessary stop. So she was just like, yeah, I don't.
That drove her crazy.
But everything else was perfect. She liked him otherwise. But that was a deal breaker. But then she got with another motherfucker.
Had a car. And
nigga had a car. And ran her through the fucking mill. So my point is this. Sometimes there are things about a person that's like, I like this person, but
I like this person. Boy, you sound like Forrest.
I like this person, but there's something that's like a deal breaker. Like there's something that's just kind of like, man, I don't want to be with someone like this, or I don't want to be with someone who does this.
Or you don't want to be with someone who holds you accountable. Or you just don't want to be, you don't choose someone because you don't want to be held accountable for your bullshit, your stature, where you are, what's going on in your life. You know, everybody ain't.
But like you said, if that's the case, let that person go. Because you can't want them to be all for you while you're still all for the streets or
but you
all
know
for
what?
whatever you're doing.
There's one thing in life that you can always count on, and that's for a motherfucker to be selfish.
True.
I'm just saying.
Self-preservation is
the first law of nature.
like that. Yeah.
It's the first law of nature.
Yeah.
Animals.
But you can't
understand that shit.
But the thing is, men get mad when the chick want to save themselves. Right? You know what I'm saying? When she want to say, okay, cool, this is what we doing. We going to do it this way or whatever. But whatever you do, I can do or better. And
this
so they like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
This is not house party.
Why though?
Because
I'm going to respect you the same way you respect me. So whatever you do, I'm going to do for you. But whatever you...
But no, so here's the thing. Me personally.
I
don't like fucking behind other men.
You think bitches do? Because I ain't met a bitch that wanted some backwash pussy dick in my whole life.
We don't want, especially when we think, hold on, because especially when we think about all of the things that y'all want, nigga, I don't want to suck your dick and you done put your dick in some other bitch. That ain't nothing.
You feel her too, so you give her free dick and you give me free dick, but you want me to put that dick in my mouth as soon as you come over. I don't know what you done with that dick last.
Quay ain't complaining.
Well, you give it to Quay.
We said that shit synchronized. It's like Quay is his. Goddamn, that's your chick.
You got a
is
whole
that your chick?
It is. And for me, here's the thing. So because I'm completely satisfied sexually with my person, I'm interviewing, but I'm not active with anybody that I'm interviewing.
Yeah.
Right. When
Possibly.
I get, but here's the thing.
You know why she might not ever take that step?
The point.
Because
when you
she's
got
sexually satisfied. When you're not sexually satisfied and you're not satisfied with the relationship, that's when there's a problem.
There can be a problem.
And that's the thing. So I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied sexually. And we'll have no issues in that area. But as far as relationship and where we are, we're at this point in my life wanting more and wanting to continue to grow and elevate. And he's not there. I'm interviewing for people who are willing to step in and be like, more. Okay, let's do this. Let's build. Yeah. And if I meet someone,
he's still thinking about burying somebody in the backyard.
Right. It's okay. It's okay.
My question, and this is the question that I ask women who speak the way that you're speaking right now, sis. And though you're my sister, I have to ask you the same question. Though I would come to your defense, I still have to ask you the same question.
You kill a bitch that do the
thing.
same
Who's gonna get your head out the trash?
Ain't nobody gonna get my motherfucking head out the trash can. Because here's the thing, it don't have to be that way.
Exactly.
If all you gotta do is say, okay, this is what I want. Because I feel like if you don't want me interviewing, if you don't want me, then you secure what you want.
That's
if
real.
all I need from you is the commitment. If you don't want to give me the commitment, then don't get mad at me because I'm still looking for someone who does.
Why do you think that he had but see, you said it's across the board. It's not like he committed to other motherfuckers and won't commit to you. He ain't committing to nobody. I'm gonna goddamn.
Well, that's not what I'm looking for.
Stand my ground.
And because
I'm gonna be with the shit, whether I'm with you or fucking Michelle Obama, I'm just gonna be with the shit.
But because she's told him this is what I need, he should know that that's not going to be okay with her forever. And that's the thing. I think men think because you started
but we don't believe you. You need more people.
You think because we started this way 7 years down the line, we still want to play the same game. No, because we've grown, we're different, or whatever. No, fuck
You're
that.
still here.
I'm still here.
God damn it. So evidently, this motherfucking made ahead is keeping you on point. No. And until that no longer works.
No.
But let me tell you, I'm digging into the mind of a man real quick.
And I'm going to give you the mind of the woman in this situation.
So listen to me.
Okay,
so until that no longer works, I don't have to change my formula.
Okay.
But you do.
listen,
Because let me
drink
tell you,
the
hold
Kool-Aid.
up, pause.
Drink the motherfucking
Pause.
Kool-Aid.
Hit him, sis.
Pause.
Because I'm coming for him.
Because let me explain to you what happens in my situation.
I'm listening.
You say, okay, you still here. You still here. So I ain't got to change shit. But nigga, every time you think I'm slipping, I'm moving, you losing your ground. Guess what you do?
Real shit. That's real shit.
You turn it up.
But you took your ground, threw it somewhere, planted, made a house, goddamn planted bushes and every fucking thing else. But you said, why are you getting upset? Stay calm. Why you don't understand what I'm going through? Why you don't understand who I am? I thought you loved me. Nigga, I love you.
But I'm done.
But you knew I wasn't shit when you brought me in your house. Like the little snake said, you knew I was a snake when you put me in your bosom. As old people say. You knew I was a motherfucking snake when you put me in your warm, cozy bosom. You know the story.
The person that said, you respect me and you know who I am. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you for letting me be me.
Then let him be him.
Wait a minute. But with that being said, because that person lets you be you, you said, let's figure out how we gonna work this. And we set boundaries. We made rules. And then you broke them. It wasn't that you came as who you are.
So in truth and reality, did you not know that this motherfucker was gonna break the goddamn rules?
I gave you the option not to have to break them.
You ain't got to break them.
You ain't have to break them.
You ain't got to lie.
You didn't have to lie, Craig. And you didn't have to break them.
What you mean I ain't had to break them?
You didn't have to break them because you had a chick who understood who you were, who understood where you were coming from. So what rule
was broken, sis?
I don't know. It's according to the situation.
In my situation, in my current situation, it's unspoken.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like he doesn't.
In my situation, it was spoken.
Unwritten
no. We don't have. It's not unwritten rules. There are unwritten rules. It is unspoken. Like when I say it's unspoken, I mean he ain't just coming out saying I sleep with other people.
Okay.
But he also ain't saying you the only one.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like more conversation needs to be had.
Shit, we can't talk no more than what we've already talked.
Exactly.
Because when I say to you, when I ask you questions and I tell you, I need to know what it is. Because initially in the beginning, and I own my role in the situation.
Exactly.
Because I started something in the beginning that I shouldn't have. And that was, I said, I'm cool with, because I had just come out of an on again, off again 12-year relationship. I was cool with us just being friends, us hanging out, us doing stuff together, us sleeping together, but we had no strings attached. And then, but we started doing more relationship stuff. Mm-hmm. He became ingrained in my life. And then I realized I got feelings for this dude. Okay. I'm feeling this dude. This is different. Mm-hmm. This ain't the same thing. I do care if you sleep with other people. I do care about what you do when I'm not around.
See, that's kind of.
But again, that's why I said I own, because I started this way. First of all, you got to know the individual. He ain't even my skilo.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, do that back like a boomerang skilo.
He's not.
You might have to get a definition for the younger person that's
have ever given the opportunity to get this close to me, simply based on, if nothing else, lifestyle, mm-hmm. and certain attitudes about certain things. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't. I had no intention. I said to him, I didn't plan on ending up in this place with you. Mm-hmm. I never thought we would have ever made it to this place. Mm-hmm. I actually thought I'd have met somebody else a long time I was dealing with him and be like, all right, dude, it was fun. Deuces. Yeah. You know,
right. And see, now my situation was totally different. I accepted the person for who they were, gave them some great options, but it wasn't that I wanted to stay in that place. I figured that we would grow into it. And what I thought would be, hold it. I know it hurts you.
I'm trying to hold my horse.
I know.
Hold your
What
mule.
I thought would be us going through the changes together became, I like you because you get me, you understand me, you like my best friend, but I'm going to go over here and do this with this person. I'm going to go build a life with this person. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, because, but I kind of experienced that with my person too, because during the time that we were dealing in at the beginning, and I started wanting the things to change, and this is I was talking to you. I never wanted things to change, and that's what got me, because I get where you're coming from, but I never wanted things to change. I was just like, at one point they were like, let's be serious, and when I'm like, are you can you be serious? Because nigga, you ain't shown me no serious. You ain't told me a story of serious. I don't know that you can even do serious. So let's not even go that route. Okay, cool. But then all of a sudden it's like, you my chick. Like, okay, but I'm pretty sure you gonna fuck this up. Because every scenario you ever gave me, you fucked it up. The person didn't fuck it up, you fucked it up. Okay, so we're gonna do this. But then I notice when you are put on the spot to honor what you put in place, you can't handle it. And then you go somewhere or to somebody that is oblivious to your bullshit. Oblivious to who you really are. And you put on the face and you do the things that the super gentleman would do. But that's not who you really are. Who you really are. I think that. I hear that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say I hear that. That's it. I hear that.
You hear that?
And I understand that. But at the same time, when it's game time, a motherfucker has to think about this thing realistically. And realistically, what is happening in this world that we live in right now is that niggas are still finding their way.
And y'all don't think that we're still finding our way?
I agree.
It's for me. It's because we were doing all of the things
to go on this journey with us, and the fact that you're still like, I'll go on the journey with you, but I'm gonna go on the journey with her and her. And her.
So, but here's the thing.
It's a problem.
Like, okay, let me explain something to you. If Lil Nicky never broke my fucking heart, I wouldn't have been the nigga that I was.
But you know what? Lil Nicky,
in the words of my wonderful, illustrious sister of a previous episode, I'm the hoe that I was a couple of years ago because of the hoe she was when I was in junior high school. But if
Lil Nicky fucked you up, Lil Ricky fucked us up. But we were able to treat you differently. And if you're not able to do that, if you're not able to come into your own and stop thinking about,
and how long do you make that make an excuse?
It's not even about it being an excuse.
It is an excuse
because once it becomes a lifestyle,
it's your trauma.
Once it becomes a fucking lifestyle,
so listen to what I'm saying. Pack up our trauma and sit that shit to the side.
Listen to me.
Stop bringing your baggage to the new relationship.
Listen to me.
I'm listening. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
Once my hold'em.
Hold'em. We be making up shit. Go for
Once my hold'em has become a lifestyle, it's not so easy to stop being that nigga.
I think that sometimes hold'em happens.
It's a whole word.
Whoredom happens.
Hold'em happens.
No, hold'em.
Hold'em happens.
It's a shirt, y'all.
It happens for different reasons.
That's it.
I think that sometimes it's because someone has been hurt and they want to prevent themselves
from ever having to
go through that again. But I also think that with my situation, I think that it's the insecurity of the individual, and because there's areas in him where he knows he does not measure up. Mm-hmm. It is easier for me.
And it's easy for a woman or a male to accept some shit because they feel like they don't measure up.
That happens.
I really believe that in my heart of heart. I believe that in my heart of heart. I believe that my expectations for relationship and what that means, my expectations from life and what I want to have and how I'm going to go hard for it, I think it just scares him. I think it scares him. I think it scares him.
But what is scary about stability? What is scary
it's not stability.
Here's the thing.
Not what it is.
It's scary if you've never had it.
True.
You got some people that's been losing their whole life
And
to the
so
point that they're afraid
so
to
the
win.
normal is like,
What do I
wow.
do when I win?
And so here's the thing. That's what makes it hard for me to let go.
Drunk ass.
I'm sorry, right? A little bit wavy. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think that it's hard. And that's why when you say, why are you still there? Because I recognize things in him that, and again, we talk about being kissed by God and the devil at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The God in me recognized the brokenness and the wounded little boy in him. And it's hard for me to separate the two.